As the world population increases and world food production decreases, more and more people suffer from hunger and malnutrition. The assessment of global hunger in 2023, measured by the prevalence of undernourishment (POO) SDG indicator 2.1, reveals a continuing lack of progress towards the goal of zero hunger. Inflationary pressures, in particular increases in the relative prices of food, continue to erode economic gains for many people's access to food. As the world is still struggling to recover from the global pandemic, hampered by a growing number of conflicts and extreme weather events, we are at the crossroads of one of the greatest challenges of our time. How do we end world hunger? There are 828 million hungry people in the world, including 349 million people facing severe hunger. While this is the largest global food crisis in modern history, we have the solutions for a zero-hunger world. In 2012, United Nations Secretary-General Ban Ki-moon launched the Zero Hunger Challenge as the UN plan to end world hunger. The challenge reflects 5 elements from within the Sustainable Development Goals which taken together can end hunger. These zero-hunger solutions can massively transform agriculture and food systems. Healthy food sometimes seems prohibitively expensive, but it doesn't need to be. Case in point, legumes, the family of foods that encompasses beans, peas, and lentils. While legumes are a nutritional powerhouse, that's not all they have going for them. They're also inexpensive, easy to find in stores, and versatile enough to work in a wide variety of dishes. They provide nourishment in a form that is inexpensive, highly storable, and delicious, says Laura Poe, RDN, who is in private practice in Viroqua, Wisconsin. They're an affordable way to stretch a meal, adding nutrition and bulk for very little cost. Legumes belong to the Fabaceae or Leguminous family. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, the terms legumes, pulses, and beans are sometimes used interchangeably. But legumes technically refer to the entire plant, including the leaves, stems, and pods, while a pulse is the edible seeds such as beans, peas, or lentils. Legumes are nutritious and contain protein, fiber, B vitamins, iron, folate, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, and zinc. Of the 20,000 species available, chickpeas and lentils are among the most popular consumed, according to a study published in the journal Nutrients. Study on identification, morphological characterization, mapping, and traditional utilization of lesser-known edible leguminous crops in the Municipality of Lobo. Implications for sustainable agriculture and community nutrition contributes directly to the achievement of several global goals, notably those outlined in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) by exploring lesser-known leguminous crops that are traditionally grown and consumed in Lobo. The study identifies potential food sources that can enhance local food security. SDG 2, Zero Hunger. These crops, often overlooked in mainstream agriculture, have a high potential to diversify diets and provide a sustainable source of nutrition. The research not only identifies underutilized food sources, but also seeks to document and preserve indigenous knowledge that can contribute to more resilient food systems in the region. Lesser-known leguminous crops are often more resilient to local climate conditions, including droughts, poor soil quality, and fluctuating weather patterns. SDG 13. Climate action. By focusing on these species, the study promotes the cultivation of crops that are less reliant on external inputs, such as fertilizers and pesticides, and more suited to environmental challenges. This contributes to both mitigating the impact of climate change and adapting agriculture to changing conditions, fostering long-term sustainability. It also aligns with the SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, the traditional cultivation practices and ecological knowledge associated with these leguminous crops offer insights into sustainable agricultural practices. By understanding and promoting the cultivation of these crops, the study advocates for agricultural biodiversity and the preservation of ecosystems. The results can guide the adoption of sustainable farming techniques that reduce environmental degradation, encourage crop rotation, and maintain soil fertility, while supporting food production in an eco-friendly manner. And lastly, this study contributes to SDG 3, good health and well-being. The nutritional value of lesser-known legumes, often rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, provides a means to improve community health and nutrition. The study underscores the potential for these crops to combat malnutrition, particularly in areas where conventional food sources may be inadequate or inaccessible. Promoting these crops can lead to improved dietary diversity and better health outcomes for the population. Despite the recognized importance of legumes in sustainable agriculture and nutrition, many lesser-known edible leguminous crops remain underexplored, particularly in rural areas. In the Municipality of Lobo, these crops have traditionally been used for food and other purposes, but have not been sufficiently studied or documented. Conducting this research will fill critical gaps in knowledge regarding the identification, morphological characteristics, and traditional uses of these crops, which can help enhance their recognition and potential contribution to local food systems.